Manifesting right now here on the show. This is Daybreak Hitz. My name is Kwame Dazi.
And I'm Doreen Avio. Today we have three rappers. Yeah. No, we have a rapper, two poets.
Guys, we're still having our poetry series. This is the penultimate edition, meaning that we'll be coming your way with one more next week. And yeah, we are throwing our spotlight on poetry in Ghana, looking at how we can grow this industry. We did Nana Sase, we did Emma Ofusua last week, and today we have in the studio another poet who speaks. He's a king and he's made of jewel. King. He's Jewell King-Speaks, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Tell your name. No, the moment you hear now, you start asking, what is this?
What's
Jewell King-Speaks.
Yeah. So it's basically royalty. A king is adorned in jewels. Yeah. And then when
there be poets, small conversation, you guys will try to take us. We need to think deeper. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So a king is adorned in jewels, and when a king speaks, it's final. It's what defines him. So Jewell King speaks. Yeah.
And whatever you say is final.
It's final. Yeah.
What name did your parents give to you?
Jewell is twinned Blessman.
What? Jewell
is twinned Blessman.
Is twinned.
Yeah, East Wind.
East
Wind.
Yeah.
Wind.
Yeah.
Hey, Jewell
No.
East
Yeah.
Wind.
Jewell East Wind.
Yeah.
And what again?
Blessman.
That is your name on your Ghana card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from?
So my name has the ability to like create conversations every time, and the question is mostly like where I'm from. So personally, I did a deep searching on the name and everything, and I even have a poem about it because like when you call, mostly it is about our culture and tradition, right? So it sparks the question, where are you from? But then I tend to ask myself, if you call like God Mau, does it make him an Ewe? If you call him Unyankopon, does it make him an Akan? So it is not necessarily like what the language the name is from, but the understanding behind it. So if you say Jewell, it's a good year. If you say East Wind, it's a poem from what does the east wind do? What comes from the east? Do you get it? And if you say blessed man, it's someone who is blessed literally, and all that has a reason. And I think there is a reason my dad gave it to me.
Well,
yeah.
So did you ask him to explain to you, or you decided to find out by yourself?
So I've asked him once, but then I was very young. And then I think I don't really remember what he mentioned, but I know East Wind is biblical.
Okay.
It's like a weapon of God that he uses to fight his enemies.
Okay.
So when we say the wind from the east, it's like an army coming in a way. Yeah.
I would want to hear the poem about your name.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can do it for you.
Let's go, baby.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
My name is Jewell. So you realize Jewell is spelled Jewell.
Okay, yours is double L.
Yeah, and it's intentional as well. So my name is Jewell. The first three letters of the name Jewell is Jew. I'm identified by the masses as King of the Jews. This title I've been given places me at the center of every cocktail party. Do not fret when the wine is finished and I'm at the party. Be this still. I'm a Hebrew that brews by tasting water and turning it into wine. Sadly, I'm handicapped. I am forbidden to hold a cup. So with the availability of juice in the absence of cups, life served me a punch in the face. Bruised me so bad I needed to hide behind the shades. However, take away the first two letters, which is J-E, from my name Jewell, and you realize it is well. This is how I console myself. Eyampa. Me papa told me a good day if it's a me boy dings in your bo. Me papa told me a good day if it's a me sombo. Me ye bosom asika koko egware me fitimiti kosi me nan ase. Okunini amede nsapan kum onini. Ohene ame ho ye hene. Ahenche ne fatame ankasa. Se ye befrɛ me a yegu nsa. Me kira paye empaibo kese a yede frefre nananom se won bebo me ho ban se fonton from me maame Smith wa ne ya santo abomachi dom kotoko ukuma pem apem beba nipa pempem abomachi dom pem yakun wia ye dia pem ahwe ama atamfo de wonti apempem me ye odehia me nana ose ade ye te kokko so se ade tutu ade sanso siesie me sumbu nti wodi mesie bebia me fino ye nkradin ne mum ye to kradin me kradin Kofi, a cherese mawoda ye fida. I was born on a Friday. On this day, God created sky animals. Reason I wasn't born with wings, yet I'm fly. On this day, God created water as well. So when my mom's water broke, I was ready to be born. Also, my body is made up of 70% water. To me, the world is a walking ocean, a place we harbor love and hate. I've got lungs for girls and hands for fins. I'm used to swimming with the sharks. I also deal with the selfish on a daily. My nose knows when something smells fishy. On these shores, I've seen relationships sail and some capsize. Poseidon will agree that when Yeshua walked on water, he walked on me. How do you call he that helped God to stay afloat? Definitely Kofi. Menye insu ba miye insu. Inti ebesi deng na insu afame. Mi krom. Wafreme tekpete efise me ya bakan. Nanso obo adebo bribiara bo nipa di twa atunti. Misanso ye keche. However, being the first of my siblings is a responsibility I carry on my head like the crown of thorns. I also carry myself around like a cross, moving the goalpost as a go-getter to go-getter. This is Kofi's routine on a Good Friday. Yekum me dance me wu me sore. If it's a mini pedua ya sore dang, I never settle. I'm always on the move. My backpack is my home. Watch me pull a whole kitchen out of it and serve my flesh and blood for breakfast. Me ye nyame. Inti na munya mi mwame me ye epuye inframa the catastrophic wind of Otredi and Ponyankopon. When they are asking for a blessed man, just know that's who I am. Mene niya mene, I am.
Wow! Jewell King-Speaks here. Daybreak Hitz.
Beautiful one. And this is just your name.
Yeah.
Hey.
In the delivery, you mentioned Kofi.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm a Friday.
And you mentioned Tekpete.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from
Ghana.
Adan. So Tekpete is Adan.
Brings me to that.
Yeah.
Well, when I heard the tree in that, I was going towards the Kropong.
So
The Kriapim.
So
You.
So the whole point is my mom is from a Kriapim.
Hey.
And I stayed with her a lot. So I mostly like the Kriapim side because I speak the dialect.
Yeah.
But the Adan, I do not know how to speak. However, I can speak a little Ghana to find my way out of the place.
Wow. Into mami yo Kriapim ni.
You
Ofinfa.
a Kropong.
Into
So
udi
you see,
mekwam ne wow.
You.
I mentioned a Kropong because I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Mona ya mukase me pacho so ya abuya.
Pacho you. Pacho you.
Wow. No, this is beautiful.
Thank
This
you.
is beautiful.
But sometimes
Thank you.
you add a bit of the gown or they are down to your poems.
No, so
Not at all.
So even for this poem, I think it came out of a debate, like people asking me. So I wanted to define who I was, and then I didn't know what better language to express myself. I didn't want to also make it all English. So then I lean into the Kriapim side, which is my comfort zone. And mom is actually passed. So if you notice that I said me mom is Smith wa, ya santo abomechi dom. My mom is Smith wa. Smith wa.
Yeah.
Oh, Smith wa.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, how?
These are
What kind of
interesting
combination?
names.
What kind of combination is that? Smith.
Crazy, yeah.
Wow.
Smith wa.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think one of her grandmothers is Fanti.
All right.
And they are the Smithwares. They are around Cape Coast. So it's a whole clan. It's not just
Hey. Seriously.
That's a big family.
Okay.
That's a big family. And how long have you been doing poetry?
I think 14 years from 2014.
Oh, you've been around.
Yeah, I have. I've represented Ghana in so many countries. I think Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Kenya.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've represented Ghana. I've also like won most of the poetry slams around here. Okay. I've won 8, but if we add like the prelims to them, I've won 10.
Okay.
Yeah, and the maiden edition for the Goethe Institute Poetry Slam.
Yeah.
I was the one that won that as well. That was last year.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And looking at yourself from 2014 till date, how would you describe your journey of poetry?
It's been awesome. It's been great. I've discovered stuffs. I've learned. I've unlearned. I mean, when we started, it was more like full of creating bars.
Okay.
But then moving in this terrain feels like there should be a message attached to whatever you are sharing. So I could, aside that, I could write on national issues. I could write on Africanism. I could write on the black community. Something that when someone listens to, it informs them and educates them as well. So it's been an awesome journey. I've met a lot of people. I've even I performed with Mettle one time.
Oh wow.
In Kufudia for Ransom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did that, and then he even wanted us to do a spoken word and music collaboration. Yeah, at the time. But I think because I didn't follow up, that didn't happen. So it's been a cool ride. It's been great. Yeah.
Wow.
It's been awesome.
That is beautiful. And because you mentioned your metal, does it mean you I think you have a bit of music in you as well?
It was purely spoken word I did that day.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was one of my first, I think, Salvation numerals. It has a combination of using numbers and church names to create poetry. So
church names.
Yeah, to create poetry. And it's so one of the people I learned or mentored me is called Slimo.
Okay.
Yeah, Slimo knows how to like make meaning out of just the common thing. More like, let's say MTN.
Yeah.
He can just be like, I will MTN reload information and I'll be everywhere you go. Something like that.
Okay.
So he plays around with. So I learned that from him, how to make meaning out of these things to entice the ears in a metaphorical way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you also do page poetry, or it's only performance poetry?
I do page poetry, and I think when my mom passed, I wrote a couple of pieces. I'm trying to put them together and bring out a poetry book. So I do page poetry as well.
Wow. This is
No, the guys are doing well.
They're doing so well, and for me, I'm always happy to hear. I'm not too much of a poetry person, but I think I just enjoy what you're doing. Like listening to you, and the way you even started the conversation with your name is so unique.
I'm glad.
I love it.
Thank
now,
you.
With all of this that you have been doing, yes, you said it was something initially was more of like in the beginning, it wasn't. The seriousness wasn't there.
Yeah.
But now you've taken it serious.
Yeah.
Do you do only poetry? Do you do poetry as a career, or you have something on the side you do?
So I do poetry as a career, and aside that, recently I picked school as well because I developed interest in photography, videography. So I'm a student of NAFTI. Yeah. So I'm still there, and like I had this idea of combining poetry and with pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I create conceptual pictures and then write poetry about them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So there is a picture, and then you write poetry about it.
Yeah. And you know the funny thing about photography is basically writing with light. So it's a combination of writing with ink and writing with light, basically, and it goes hand in hand. Like how we say a picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yes.
And then like the picture is there, I get to pull those words out of the pictures for it to create an imagery in your mind for you to really understand the picture vividly in a word form. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know how related poetry and photography or even visual arts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that. And I mean, there are sometimes when they are doing their presentation, you see somebody doing some painting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the visual arts, literary arts, art itself is interrelated.
For real.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you're getting money, right?
Yeah.
From poetry?
Yeah.
You're creative. There's a lot of money in it.
Yeah, there is. It also depends on how you brand and put yourself. If you want to jump on anything, people will also use you. So you have to be strategic. You have to have associations. You have to know who you roll with. Like for instance, me coming here was Nana Sase that introduced me.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, Nana Sase. Nana Asase Popavi.
And it's been a great association. I've known Nana Sase since Kufuria. We did our first Eastern literary series over there. I helped him.
Wait, you were part of it?
Yeah, I helped him organize it in our church. Yeah, so that was the first one we did. And then after, we've kept in touch. And then we have platforms like a Halakasa, which I'm a part of. And then with that, it really helped in my performance and delivery wise, because they give you the stage. If you have a piece, you go and perform it, and then with time you get to know what to correct and what to keep with it. So your associations also builds you up, and then it takes you to certain platforms that will amplify your career in a way.
Oh, and that's Koforidia for more.
Oh yeah, Koforidia for
yeah. And I like that relationship. I like the fact that Emma too has been here, and you all speak of how this relationship with Nana Sase started, and it's still there.
So I even work with Emma as well. I work with Rhyme Sonny.
Oh.
Yeah, Emma for All African Women Poetry Festival.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a part of the media aspect of it as well. So like it's a community, and you shouldn't exempt yourself as in division and all. Together we make it great. So
you guys are that united.
Very
from all of them, it sounds like you're united. You work together, hand in hand.
Yeah, and also we teach poetry as well as schools.
Oh, you do that as well.
Yeah. As schools.
But did you study anything literature, anything poetry related?
No.
What?
I think also the story about how I started, I think I kept it in a poem, but I don't have it off head.
Okay.
However, it started in JHS in Kufuria. There is this teacher that I'll keep mentioning his name, Nana Kweku Boateng.
Oh, Kweku Boateng. Yeah. That's where you...
Yeah.
Is it that
you I'm sure I know you somewhere. You this boy.
So,
continue.
Yeah, so Nana Kweku Boateng.
Okay.
There was this teacher, Mr. McLean Opare.
All right.
Mr. McLean Opare. He introduced us to the Junior Graphic fan club. So we had that.
Junior Graphic.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped.
I think it's still
I know, but I think it went off for a while before it came back.
Oh, okay.
So then, like the fan club encouraged us to write. At the beginning, we wouldn't really take it serious, but he was like keen on us learning and writing. He wasn't even an English teacher. Okay. He was a social studies teacher, Mr. McLean. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so I think with time, 2 of my friends had their poems in the junior graphic. Yeah, and then I also tried writing, and it came the first time. Hey. I wrote again. They featured it again. Oh, wow. So like I made a habit to keep writing. So I wrote. I think I didn't even know about performance poetry. All right. So those years aren't part of the years I mentioned. Those were just writing years, just writing for writing's sake. I didn't even know there was a career can be made out of it. Yeah. So when I went to the uni, I met a couple of friends that started Chaskeli. Okay. It was a poetry club movement. Okay. Yeah. That we feel the Great Hall. Like the Great Hall is literally full when we are doing poetry over there, and it was founded by Elidio and Slimu, but all the boys were inclusive. We had the SRC involved, and also the place was filled to the brim, and then every semester we would do one, and it was awesome. And that was how I discovered poetry performances, and I realized there are so many prospects with regards to poetry as well.
You said you didn't study anything literature?
No.
So what did you study?
Yes.
So I did general arts in senior high. The one that had a cons, government, elective maths.
Job. That combination.
That's what I did in school. Yeah.
Remember Emma also came here to say that she did not study literature. She did visual arts.
Yes, visual arts. She did visual arts. So
wow. General arts, visual arts.
Yeah, bisana nasa.
Ningina arts. Na nasa say me literature was a good news.
Okay.
Me I don't know.
myself, I'm not sure. I've been asked you before, though. Yeah.
But Jewell, what themes do you write on?
Yeah.
My writing is diverse. There is spirituality in there. There is nature in there. There is the people in there, because I'm very observant. I see what's around me. It could be even out of experience. Something could happen here. I can even write about just my first case, because I feel like writing about
Do you have a poem on that?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I knew Kwame was gonna go there. I almost told you that.
I want to bring you there.
Yes.
And you have got yourself there already.
I almost looked at you and said like, don't. But you're like, yes. Kwame's like, okay.
Yes.
Let's go with it. We want to hear it.
Let's hear your poem on your first case.
Let me look for it.
Bless us with it this morning.
It's a cool one. Yeah.
We'd like to hear it.
soon.
Guys, you're still here. Daybreak Hitz on Hit 103.9 FM. We have Jewell King-Speaks. He's a poet, and he's just about performing to us a poem titled My First Kiss. Yes. It's early in the morning, but it doesn't hurt to hear somebody tell us about it. His first.
In the mornings, we kiss.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with kiss.
Yes, you can pet somebody before they go to work.
Okay, continue.
So it says, the first time I kissed, I went home to brush my teeth.
Hey.
Not because her lips tasted like donut burgers, but I wouldn't even use my brother's spoon, so I couldn't imagine touching another's lips. To the extreme, I tasted saliva. I needed cleansing. This war was for my brush and my toothpaste. Wished I could put that butterfly in that cocoon. Reverse my actions and make it look like the kiss never happened, but no. This action was tattooed on the sole of my lips, and I couldn't undo it. When I had my second kiss, I had forgotten about salivary glands. In fact, we were tangling. It didn't look disgusting no more. It was heavenly. How lips touched lips with eyes closed. How my teeth made way for my tongue was just insane. How we were creative about the whole process was awesome. it felt inbuilt because we weren't taught in the classroom. At this point, we were more like visual artists, painting with our lips and tongues on the canvas of romance. We were creatives at work. Funny enough, I did not hate kissing. Funny enough, I hated my lips. I love kissing. I hate my lips. I mean, the color of my lips. They weren't rainbow. If they were, they would have been covenant with warning signs that scream, no one should dare stigmatize against him for his black lips. But they weren't, so the color of my lips began to disgust me. My black lips has been associated with smoking, and mostly I wish my lungs could testify to save me. I began taking selfies with my left hand holding onto the selfie stick and my right hand covering my black lips. I bought creams to bleach my black lips, but then I realized I would be taken for an alcoholic when I acquire my pink lips, so I had to maintain my black lips. I had no hand in making me, but I'm being stigmatized for my black lips, paying the price of an inheritance I didn't bargain for. If I had a choice, I wouldn't want a part of these black lips. I hate my lips. I love kissing, hoping that every kiss I take will bleach my lips to the color acceptable in the eyes of men. Till I attain that perfection, I hate my lips, but I love kissing.
Hey.
No, wait. Guys, if you're listening...
Clock it.
I'm very sure by now, anybody listening, this is like a tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is more of an experienced one.
Yeah. No, you can listen to this poem.
Yes.
And learn how to kiss.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. So when you mentioned my first kiss, I thought you had kissed only once in your lifetime. Then I had my second kiss.
Yeah.
So
how many kisses have you had so far in your life?
I can't count.
If you can't count, then there are a lot of them. There's so many of them.
But what has black lips got to do with kissing?
Oh, but Kwame, people have black lips. People have red lips.
Yes. So if I have...
It's a twist.
Okay.
And I do not like to talk about stuffs without also giving you a message as a part of it.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say it's more of a satirical poem in a way. So after my first kiss, I went home to brush my teeth. That's the actual...
That is true story.
That is true story.
Yeah.
That's a true...
I vividly remember where it was, like the location.
Wait.
I think it was JHS. But then we had closed from school. And the girl had promised me. So we met on a bridge. I don't know if you know St. Dominic.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a bridge that connects to.
You two people like that.
Yeah. If you pass through the school to the police station side, there is a bridge that connects. That's the place we met.
That's where the kiss happened.
Funny enough, after the kiss, I ran away.
Collabonism. So you said, why did you brush?
So it was my first time. I didn't feel it was nice because like mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
So I even spoke about brushing my teeth.
Yes.
Because it was a war between the brush and whatever, because I felt it was disgusting.
Okay.
But later in life, as growing up, you get the idea and mentality that there's not a bad thing, it's intimacy and all, it becomes okay and normal. Yeah, so that was the thought I had at then. But so I moved from there and come to the second case where I'm enjoying it. Then I come down to talk about the black lips because it is our lips that we use in doing these things. But then sometimes you are being stigmatized for certain things. It doesn't mean those lips do not taste good.
All right.
As well. So you can see someone with black lips and be like, your black lips, because of your black lips, this is the reason you have that. Okay. But then in the process of the kiss, it still tastes good. You get me? And that aside, I also wanted to preach that no matter who you are and no matter what you do, if people will talk, they will still talk. Because I mentioned I wanted a solution to the black lips. But if I bleach my lips to pink, they will say I'm an alcoholic. You see? And if you do otherwise too, if you keep the black lips too, they will say you are a smoker. So then I come down to see that then I'm kissing till I change the color of my lips. So I hate my lips, but I love kissing. Yeah.
Okay, so what it means is that even though you hate your lips, the color of your lips, the dark lips, you want to kiss till it turns
to the color acceptable by people.
Everybody.
And you will kiss your papa.
Make it be.
No, talking about kissing and all that, you know, this is art, you know. Kissing is also art, right?
Very much.
So if you are talking about literary arts and we get into kissing art, that is permissible, right?
Very permissible.
Do you have somebody that you kiss every day, every time? Somebody who is going to help you turn your dark lips to kissable lips?
So currently, I'm taking applications for that one. So anyone can apply.
No, but wait, with the themes you shared, which one is your favorite?
Yeah.
Frankly, I do not have a favorite.
There's one that you can like.
He says spirituality too.
Yes, you said spirituality. Experience.
Good.
Yes, experience, right?
Yeah.
People.
Okay.
Yeah, the environment. Yeah.
But there's one that excites you every time you pick up and you decide that if I have to do this, it excites you.
So I think for that one, it's an old piece that I did. It was a Christian piece, and why I like it was because I didn't write it in a setting. It's like we are here, and I see a line, and you are like, this line hard though, and I'll go and write it down.
Oh, okay.
You get it? So I used like a month in writing that poem. So if I give a line, you are, yo, Charlie, you know what you talk? Then I go and write it down. So it's called Alata Samna Flow. It's an old one. Yeah.
The names, the titles of your poems are interesting. Alata Samna Flow.
Yeah. Alata Samna Flow. And I so like it. And it's also relatable. I used stuffs from Ghana around here to create like metaphors and all to make it interesting, our towns and all. So it's really cool. Yeah.
Already in my mind's eye, in my mind's ear, I'm just listening to you, you know, perform Alata Semina Flow.
Hey.
Then I tell myself, why don't you do it? Like,
okay.
We are here for you. We are here for poetry.
I can do it.
Yeah, even before we delve into the industry itself and how we can grow it better. I think it is right that we listen to Alata Semina Flow.
Sure, no problem. So it goes like, this hairline created by the baba on my head is the definition for the news headlines. This is the sign. Like the PC, I'm here to reboot your minds. Namire mame kasa nye tin, cause I don't want the Englishman to change my local name and call me Mr. Tin. The truth is, big things come in small and short packages. Let's deal with the leakages. For some reason, everyone wants to grow tall, no one wants to grow short, but we love taking shortcuts in life. And so my question, why then do you prefer shortbread to be Foster? The truth.
Continue.
The truth. You could be tall but short, and you could be short but tall, because for all I've seen them falling short of the glory of God. So from the outside, you may be tall and upright, but deep within, because of your sins, you've fallen short of the glory of God. And trust me, a short man will still be taller than a 6 feet tall man who has fallen. And life itself is short. So I don't care what you think of me, because I know behind the real me are question marks. marks, but do not see me as the mark of the beast. I represent the mark of Christ. I speak through angels. I speak through angel Michael. I speak through angel Mike. I speak healing like Jesus Christ. I spit into sight. Kwame almost Masayo, but despite the situation, I speak peace. Not the FM station, so don't turn up the radio, turn up your ears to hits, turn up the stereo, cause Mary's mother was Mary Magdalene. But if God wants to bless you with the Savior through your lineage and through your womb, He doesn't look at your size. Lord, I am your vessel. Flemet se ankre. Mi jinyamidi ti se fufu. Onone obotenti ma metwere na mempanhwe da enti minsuro. Fremi kweku don suro. Cause life is moving on a slow pace like the crab. Okoto. Moving all the way up to Manfi people. But your name says slow but sure we'll get there. Boko. Because even though the problems keep flooding, we still sail on top like the duck. Doko. My jar has a knife. Jar has a kind. His word is sharper than any two-edged sword. He has given me wisdom and knowledge like Solomon. So even if the exam is set at la, with policemen all around me, I'll still pass. La pass. Minyankopon no wo to me de abo osoro ne asase na wama me to me na me nso me bonkosua minkita iron na nso me beto wonyom. Give me you. The rest of the alphabet can wait. Call me the 21st century disciple Simon, the one that owns a fruit juice company called Adon Simon. And with the power He has given me, I don't buy fruit juice. I take it by force because my God is the King of the Jews. On His head, on the cross, was the crown of thorns. He has placed on my tongue this crown of thorns. So anytime I speak in tongues, I pierce the enemy in the ear with these tongues. That's why I love to speak in tongues. Rabasaka talunda lababe.
Wow! I love this. And, you know,
I like the seminar flow.
I'm telling you. And you see, Kwame, if you notice, with all the three he has done this morning, different tones, and I just love it. Different. Yo! Right, lovely. Enter the studio and do album. Go do EP.
Sure. I will pour them inside.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
At the point when he was saying peace, I was like, hey, na adable kumanana leza baha.
Oh, but this is so cool. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
So are you saying I can advise my brother, my son to get into poetry in Ghana and do that solely as their source of livelihood?
That's very dicey. I would say it depends. And currently where I'm seated, the advice I'll give is that add something to it. Okay. That's the advice I'll give. I wouldn't say go into it solely, because even like our creative artist, like let's say Sarkodie, Sarkodie is into real estate on the side, aside the music. You get me?
Cassette does farming, he does other businesses as well.
Exactly.
A number of them.
Yeah. So then we should have the arts, but combine it with something. Okay. There is nothing wrong in generating more income. Even with that, you can invest more into your arts.
Yeah.
So what came into mind right now is the Kwesiata issue. Yeah. And I was thinking about it, reminiscing about it just a week ago. And I was like, mostly when we are doing art, we put our all into it and not have a plan B. As in, if not as if this doesn't work, but if you have the money and you invest into something and you can get that returns and put it into the arts, it will be good, so that no one can cheat you, because when you are coming up, you are very vulnerable.
Right.
And I'm not talking just for artists. It's two ways. But then sometimes if you don't take time, because you are not seeing the future from now, you sign away your future right now, because what you are receiving right now is like something you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And you don't have in mind that even in future it can generate more than you have now. There are people that have done songs that we haven't heard before, and it is when they died that those songs blew up. So even what we are doing now is more like a sort of inheritance for the coming generation. Even if you have kids and all, you can do everything, put it down, and one of your kids can come and invest in the work you've done, and it will blow. So it is not even about now. It goes a long way. Brain Jota took someone's song.
Yes.
The man is
Yeah,
very old.
Yes.
At the time it didn't hit. But can you imagine? I'm not sure he even thought that there's the time where that song is going to hit. So all our advice is that first we should take our time. Secondly, it is passion. We shouldn't rush for hits and all that. If someone brings you paperwork, show it to a lawyer friend. We have friends. That's why friends are there. Show it to them. Let them give you advice, and then you know what to do. And then we shouldn't depend solely on art. We should learn. We should learn more. That's why I'm currently in school as well.
Very important.
We should learn, acquire the knowledge, so that we know our ins and outs with regards to the art space.
Wow. That's
What are some of the challenges you're facing as poets in that space?
Okay, I think one of the problems is what Hitz is solving right now.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Clack it.
We need media spaces to amplify what we do. And I'm glad this platform is here to do that. Maybe I'm known out there, but not everyone knows me. And Hitz cover a wide coverage of people. So as I'm speaking, I'm sure there are other people also listening and enjoying what we are doing. So we need that as well. And I don't even want to mention the government aspect, because when it comes to arts as a whole, I haven't seen the plan, like from I'm not just talking about this government. I'm talking aside Kwame Nkrumah
governments.
Aside Kwame Nkrumah, I don't really know the package they've had. And I think that's also one thing we need to be looking at. And
even, I'm not cutting it, but even apart from the fact that some of these governments, even MPP did, NDC is doing, they have dedicated their staff for the creative industry. Always, in the scheme of things, always literary arts and poetry are not
really there.
Huge.
Maybe
we are listing stuff. Maybe it will be under small, be like that. It's always music, it's always film and all that. What do you think should be done to amplify the lesser known art forms?
I think I haven't thought about that before. But you see there are spaces that we need as well to do our performances, create our shows. Something like, let's say, the National Theatre. And to even go further, I think Fiber. You mentioned Fiber.
Yes.
Fiber and I have, so together with me and Fiber, we are back to back. And then we create.
As a group, you are called back to back.
Yes,
back to back.
Back to back. So we create a show yearly, and then finding spaces is a bit difficult with regards to how much they charge for the spaces.
Okay.
Yes, and then we don't have like enough people investing for us to be able to get these spaces. So if they can bring down the prices a bit for us to do it rampant, so that people get to recognize that will also help.
Like prices of the venues.
Yes, please.
Do the GR people come to you? You, the poet, I mean.
Not yet.
They've not seen it as a viable venture now.
At all. So they don't disturb us.
I'm sure as for Nana, they go to him because
I'm sure
he does things on a bigger scale.
Yes. So, wow.
So venue is a problem.
Venue is a problem. Venue is a problem. Okay. And I think sponsorship as well. Sometimes you chase them, son. I won't mention any brand, but you'll be chasing them up and down, and then I think they will be looking for as in what they will be getting or something.
Exactly.
So it becomes a bit difficult. So if you have the venues prices coming down and we have people supporting, brands supporting, it will help. And like I said, one of them is what
we are doing now.
You are doing now.
All right.
Yeah, because I think there are a lot of poets out there that do not get the opportunity to have platforms like these to express what they have. And I know most of them. So
and when it comes to its acceptance, how is it like Ghanaians in general?
I think for that is really good. I mean, Ghanaians love to listen.
Okay.
And when they hear something they relate to, they really love it. So it also has to do with knowing your audience, the type of audience. Like you mentioned, I don't perform every poem the same way.
Okay.
There is a way I perform each poem. It comes with the mood and the feeling. So let's say there is a bank show or something. You should know the type of poem to do in that setting and how to perform over there.
Can you do my first case at a corporate event, like a banking kind of event? My first case, and do that poem there.
Yeah, because it's more like a very serious venue.
Okay.
So something to damp the seriousness down. Yeah. Which will get them giggling and laughing.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. And Alatasamna flow too will be cool. But it shouldn't be done aggressively. If I'm doing it on a cool tune and they listen, like they will laugh before the seriousness comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you had any awkward moment on stage before?
Yes.
It's that for me.
You know,
did you lose your touch? What was it? I would really want to hear.
So that day, it was my brother that saved me. It was a duet. We were doing it together.
All right.
And I had totally forgotten my lines. Blank as blank. And I couldn't say anything. But unfortunately, fortunately for me, he had learnt the whole thing. So when he noticed that I wasn't coming in, he was just going. And that's what saved me. If not for that,
if it was just you,
I tell you, it would have been a disaster. A big one. Yeah.
But after that, were you able to tell what contributed to that? Especially when it's something you have been doing over and over, and then you just go blank.
So that was like my beginning stages. And I think it was because I wasn't rehearsing and practicing enough. That's one of the reasons. So personally, like I rehearse like 7 times a day. Yeah.
As at now, 7 times a day.
Yeah, right now. I rehearse every day so that the poems will be fresh in my head. Yeah. So I do that every time to have the poems in my head. I can be here and I'll perform like I've already performed 3. I can perform 7 more off head. I can do more off head. If you don't practice, you go blank. And sometimes we think we know the poems already. But once you don't go through, that poem sleeps. So you'll be trying to recall and it is not coming. Maybe you may remember the first 2-3 lines, but you get stuck. So you have to always rehearse to refresh your memory about the poem and all. Yeah.
Do you do extempo? Do you do off the cuff, as in, do you do poetry just by observing what is going on at a place?
Like off the top of the dome?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
Okay, you don't.
So but I've been practicing to get into that
To
as
that
well.
level.
Yeah, I know people that do that. One of the people I love the most is Emo Fusua.
She did that.
She
when
did it when she came here.
She's very good at it. And another person that I've seen do that is Sir Black of Halakasa.
Sir Black, okay.
Yeah. So those two are very good at doing off the top.
Yeah.
But I think mine is because I overthink the process, and
Okay.
I really want everything to make sense and add up if I'm reciting something. So then, if I'm doing a freestyle, I tend to think about my next line.
All right.
Which doesn't make you flow effortlessly. So that's why I haven't been doing it. But
Right.
yeah.
Great.
Great.
Adam,
Adam.
how are you? We're still doing poetry, your forte.
Yeah.
This is where you've specialized your craft in everything.
everything.
Yeah. Have you listened to Jewell already? Amazing guy. I don't know if you have any poetry to challenge what he has put out already. Like, yeah. Oh, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yes.
It's like you I don't know.
Jewell King-Speaks is
Yeah.
here.
You have energy.
Did you listen to his poem titled My First Kiss?
I missed it.
You missed
You
it.
missed it. You sure?
Did you listen to Alata Semina Flow?
Oh, send the shishi code so near the.
Guys, Jewell King-Speaks is here with us. He's a poet. Kindly send your comments, your questions to him, 0548841039. Mr. Clark, good morning, sir.
How are you?
I know you were listening to him.
Of course.
Yes, because you were sending me stuff and How do you find Jewell?
I think he's got a fantastic talent.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he developed it in a different way. The vibe is different.
Yeah,
I
the
think,
vibe is different.
Talking about the fact that he is more of a product of slam
Yes.
and page.
Good.
That basically it's like a battle
Sure.
poet. Yeah, so maybe very strong for lyrical wars. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know the head, right? You go battle.
He do slams plenty.
So yeah, I like this aspect because these are some of the things we need to be seeing. And the last time we had the conversation, like that is off air with
Nanasas, yeah.
Yes, that we need to be able to project the slam aspect. It's one of those things that usually project an art into the limelight, and so we need to be able to throw some more light on that particular aspect. But I like the fact that it's coming from the angle, so it means he's a warlord. Yeah. So
Already.
Basically, and I also like what he said with respect to money making.
Yes.
That so what it is really is that it doesn't really matter how much you're earning. If there are multiple ways of making money, you have to make them all.
Yeah.
Because the essence of you being an artist, when you're able to go from passion to a profession, and so you're now a brand. So let's say move from artist to a brand. You have the opportunity to be able to leverage off your brand.
Yeah.
Which means that you have multiple avenues to generate income. So then really sticking to one particular point is not enough. And it doesn't really, because ultimately Jay-Z with all his money, there are multiple things that he's invested
Exactly.
in. And all of these are bringing him, some serious revenue. So what it means is that really, yes, you can say you start off in a particular, feeding yourself from one particular stream of revenue, but you don't have to get stuck to it, because if you can do more, you have to do more. I just have one thing that probably I'd like to ask him about. And
Good.
that one thing has to do with his voice.
Good.
When your sessions with Freeman were held in the studio, one of the things that was very obvious is the fact that everybody who's using the voice needs voice training.
Yeah, exactly.
Not necessarily because you're singing, but every person has got different voices. I don't know if it's accurate, but you've got like there's your regular speaking voice, how you sound.
How you sound.
You have multiple layers. And you can access each one of them depending on what you are comfortable with.
Exactly.
So sometimes what it is you may be lyrically good, but performance-wise, you need to find a voice that is soothing, that works. And you realize that when even somebody starts being on radio, sometimes the way you talk is not the way you're supposed to be talking, because you have to find that voice. And then when it's singing, so you don't sing with your talking voice and stuff like that.
Sure.
I want to find out whether that aspect of your performance, your craft, was ever focused on or developed, because... And I'm saying this because at some point your voice sounded like it was breaking, you know, and when you were a bit excited and that kind of stuff. So it is. I noticed that. So that's what I wanted to point out.
So sometimes that breakage comes with the excitement. Yeah. So it's not because I'm going off or there is something wrong with my voice, especially when they are giving a feedback. I realize they like
it.
What they are hearing, then it happens. And with regards to the dexterity in voice, as in the layers, I've been working on it for a while. I don't know if you know Knee Music.
I know him.
Yeah. He passes me through some trainings once in a while. So it's something I've been working on.
Because I think it's very important. Because once you are able to access that layer of voice, that helps you amplify whatever you're doing. I think your craft would come to that particular level of perfection. More importantly, if you also want to start doing spoken word with music, then you realize that you need to be able to identify that particular voice layer and then maintain that, or even if you want to vary it, it has to sound accurate in that particular line. So otherwise, Charlie, I think you guys are on a good path.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Adam, are you ready to talk now, or you're good?
Oh, I'm good. I'm
You're
good.
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. I have some messages here. Prince Innocent said, "Mwege hit." Is that?
What is that?
What's
So
that?
anyone that says mwege is someone that knows me from the past.
What's the story behind that?
So mwege, I got that in senior high, and it was
Which school?
Kufuri Asectech. So he's from my he's from my class. Innocent is from my class.
Oh,
I too.
Mwege.
Okay.
So I literally posted it, and he said the boys will be listening in. So
Okay.
Mwege.
All right. Medallion winner says, I was listening via the Adom app, but after hearing his name, I decided to come and see how he's dressed. Why is he not dressed as he came? And please ask him the difference between a poem and a rap for me. They wanted you to wear.
No, the name that comes with a lot of explanation.
Yes.
What she's saying is that she can't see it.
Jewell King-Speaks.
I don't know if she's being sarcastic, but like being a king also doesn't come with. It's not just about how you look. Some people don't look it, but when they speak, you know, So you might focus on the looks and lose something.
Okay.
Yeah, you might, and sometimes it is also intentional. Talking about that, I've been to shows where like I've intentionally dressed in a way as a social experiment. Yeah, and to see how people treat you, and then they put you at the back, and then they realize you are the one performing, and they bring you water and all, and I'm like, I'm not taking it. We should evolve from the culture of judging people by the way they look. And to say this, I'll say it delves deep into a certain fabric in our culture where even men that has a certain hairstyle are being stigmatized.
Ross Roberts.
Okay.
This is me trying to check out your hairstyle now.
You didn't check your
points.
head.
Hey.
Robert
Fami,
says he has
I
3
get 3
points.
points. I understand where he's coming from. What he said is an experiment. But I just also want to mention that it still doesn't change the fact that people address you based on the way you are dressed. And sometimes people discover it, but it's a bit too late, because then you would have missed out on pleasantries that you're supposed to be getting. And in art, if your name and your look, if what you look like matches what you're saying, then at the end of the day, it accentuates its value, essentially.
Look the part.
You understand? So I get what you're saying, and you have a point, because you can always explain it. But I also want to bring to the fore the value in what she's saying.
It's not even about explaining, but I feel it's something that we have to deal with as a people. I understand you perfectly well, as in, people will judge you how you dress, they will address you how you dress, but the main question is, should that always be the case?
No, that will not be the case. So like somebody said that don't judge a book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
But I said don't forget to read the title of the book on the cover.
So
you're not judging it by the cover, but there's a title written on the cover. So you read that one too.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So when they read it, and at the end of the day, it doesn't make them want to.
So it accentuates what I'm saying. Actually, we are basically saying the same thing.
No, you would have missed out on an opportunity until the person discovers it, and that might even be late. And you can apologize, but it's gone.
I won't apologize.
I think this discussion is very relative, because what somebody might see as not attractive might attract another person.
Yeah.
So whichever way you are dressed depends on who is appreciating how you were dressed.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you think is not maybe top might be cool for somebody else who might treat you well. So, but yes, the bottom line is the person who would maybe treat you well must get attracted to you in a way. So whichever way you want to position yourself determines who gets attracted to you. Who do you want to attract?
Everyone.
I think that's the bottom line.
Everyone. You see, even with in certain setting with regards to, let's say, relationships, we go a long way to talk about someone who is sapiosexual. Mostly, it is not about the person. If we think that we will miss a lot, interact, and see who the person is. If I miss an opportunity because of my looks, then that opportunity wasn't for me.
I think this is still debatable, and it's a broader topic. You need to get into various things. We have more comments.
Yes, I don't know whether you go on. I think the person also asked to what.
Is the same person?
Yeah, it says.
Have we read?
Ask him the difference
Medallion
between
winner?
a poem and a rap for me. So I think that's still on.
So I think basically a poem and a rap is on beat, and a poem is beatless, without a beat. I was actually doing something with Lyrical Joe recently. So it's poetry featuring rap. So after my speaking, then he does the rap. So the poem is without it doesn't flow rhythmically on the beat.
Okay, on the beat.
Yeah, but the rap does. So that's the difference.
All right. Prince Innocent. This one, dear, I don't know.
So can you say rap is poetic rhymes on rhythm?
Yeah. Okay. You can say that. Yeah. Because when you listen to like rappers, so my like the Alata Samna flow like this. It was inspired by
Buffin. By Buffin.
Continue. I was inspired by
Sarkodie and Yapunu.
Okay.
Yeah, those two basically. I was listening to them at that particular time, and I like the way they put together words. Yeah. Sarkodie can be like, Ghana rap need here support. I'm on a tripod mission. That's like a hard bar. Sometimes they say he doesn't drop bars, and I'm like, oh, do you listen? Yeah. And as for Lyrical Joe, he has like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Okay.
So Prince Innocent's comment, I don't get it.
Is it Massa? You have been doing it back in NKB, Nana Kwaku Boateng. Someone secretly told me 12 boys in the building. Big ups to Apreku. It's the same person, you know him, right?
Yeah.
He said you've been doing this way back at JHS, Nana Kwaku Boateng.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So Akosia Eastwind.
Yeah. That's my sister.
That's your sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Akosia. Oh, it's a
Akosia,
family
we love
thing.
you.
Yeah.
She also says Mwege.
Yeah.
El Asinio says Ablekumanana Lace will be proud hearing him. Kwame said it, and
Peace.
Prince goes on to say bars, and Francis Kwame always says Hitz FM, very talented guy, Jewell. Shout out to Ablikuma Nana Lace. And well, this one that came says I think it had to do with the whole back. It says this is not culture matter. You will be certainly addressed by the way you are dressed, period.
No problem.
It's a universal rule. It says tried and tested.
No problem.
All right,
I'm
so
cool.
yeah, so yeah. And then I think was okay. All right, okay. This one did. Okay.
Do you have any works online already that we can go and maybe listen to or watch?
So I think YouTube. When you type Jewell King-Speaks, I have a channel with my performances, and I have videos that I've shot, which I'm trying to also do more of that. And I'm working on a personal EP.
Nice.
Five poems on there.
Are you gonna feature Lyrical Joe on it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely. So yeah, five powerful tracks. And I want it to be on the Spotify, Apple Music, so that people can
Nice.
stream as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think there are more comments.
Yes, we let
The
these
feature looks
ones.
very good.
Yeah.
Abuachi Johnson says the guy is superb. I need this kind of people to be writing poetry books for schools. I'm loving it. Amazing. From Selom Gato. This one says, good morning, Dori and Bra Kwame. I'm enjoying the show with this Alata Samna flow is just full of word plays. That's what some of us called it bars, but that's not bars. It's just word play. 4 lines makes a bar. I wish I can explain one day. Wordplay is what some rappers use in their lines for cliche. And then Akosia Iswu says, Jewell King-Speaks. You forgot to mention Diamond King-Speaks for the off-the-cuff style.
Who's Diamond?
That's my brother.
He's a poet too?
Yeah. So I have we are 3 brothers. We are all poets.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should get the other 2. They are crazy.
Wow.
Royal and Diamond.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have works together, like we duet, like what I was telling you about,
back.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you all have the names are flowing. You are Jewell. He's Diamond.
And
the other one is
Royal.
And all is okay. So there's a king there, and then the Speaks.
Yeah.
Adds up.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will also have a poem for their names. Do they?
Nah.
They don't?
Nah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yours is enough.
Yeah.
Mofo Francis says, Mwege, he's very deep. The nation must hold him well. So I think that's just about it on our comments. Yeah.
I think time for us to wrap up the conversation with you.
Yeah.
But we can't do this without you giving us another freestyle and then maybe giving some people shout outs.
Sure.
So last one, from Alata Seminar to Azuma Blue.
While he's sorting out what he's about to say, let me just quickly mention that shout outs to all teachers who hold on to projects like the club he was talking about that was part of. Sometimes these things are not part of the main curriculum. It's not part of what the schools are teaching you, but these extracurricular activities that happen in schools
I agree.
are responsible for who we actually become or the trade we ply in. And so shout out to all the teachers. Let me also laud this that they're talking about the hustle right now. We don't hear anything about government. So the creative arts sector, now that we have them, I think they should be paying attention to some of these things so that we can focus on the lesser known arts because they are there, it's clear, and we need to be able to amplify them so that GRA the moment you succeed, they go
no come.
So the last time the conversations we had, they said they had some budget somewhere that they're supposed to use for marketing and promotions, something like that.
Yeah,
they can start focusing some of these monies or like invest it in the sector. The guys will grow, and then you will go back and go and
get
take
it.
your share, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's it. Let's just help the various sectors grow essentially.
All right, Jewell.
All right.
Before we go,
Sure.
last one, drop it.
So hymn, if she can sing a hymn, her, then he has the right to keep her. But they gave him leftovers and took away his rights. And now I write on how he was introduced to Wesley Snipes, just so this blade can take care of the hair on his head. I heard that locks are fetish. I heard that if you keep your hair as a boy, you are a drug addict. I heard that criminals wear locks so the police won't stop profiling men in locks. Yet we preach, do not judge a book by its cover. How can you tell the content of a book without knowing its author? Ever read the book of Judges? Judge this. How the hell is education the key? And yet we ain't open-minded. How the hell is education the key? And yet we ain't accepting locks to these doors in schools. It is dreadful. The hair on our heads isn't what differentiates a man from a woman. Personally, I do not understand why I should shave when my hair keeps growing back by itself anytime I shave. That's natural as compared to these wigs and weave-ons. Moving on. This should not be made a religious issue. Not everyone in locks is a Rastafarian, and that's true. And do not even mention culture, Mr. Buffalo Soldier, because I won't agree with you. For the pictures of my grandpa speaks 1,000 words of how he kept his afro, and that was super cool. I've been sacked from church multiple times because they think a guy keeping his natural hair isn't cool. But the Jesus pictures we've got on our church walls depict him wearing his long hair, yet we won't tag him a criminal. And for the records, that's not even Jesus, but an actor. But you sit on these church pews and think that's cool, but me keeping my natural hair isn't cool. I know I'll be unemployed at the end of the day just for keeping my natural hair, but others are in there with wigs and weave-ons in addition to their natural hair. Yet we preach gender equality to our madams and sirs. It makes no sense. Manajata, son of the lion of the tribe of Judah, Manarasta. Exactly why you can't spell mind without I. All praise to I and I created it. So with Jah, the Rasta takes far right. Jah.
Rastafari.
Locks are worn for various reasons. Expression of deep religious conviction. Ethnic pride is another reason. Political statement, and in modern times as a representation of a free, alternative, or natural spirit. Now let the dead soul start breathing. For me, I wear these locks so that you can't open up my mind to steal that which is mine. Emancipating myself from mental slavery. I've got crowns locked up in my dreadlocks. We locked wisdom. In these locks resides Solomon, direct descendant of the man that sat on the throne of wisdom. So today we hail Selassie, a direct descendant of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Through their sun that shines brighter for the moon to have a place. Manilikwan. Dreadlocks inspired by the Nazarites of the Bible. The hair on my head are numbered. Numbers 6 verse 5. During the entire period of their Nazarite vow, no razor may be used on their head. They must be holy until their period of dedication to the Lord is over. They must let their hair grow. So if I've got blade in my hands, I'm Wesley Snipes, shaping lives and not hair, destroying the works of Delilah, the barber. But so far as I live, may the Lord be my barber. Give Caesars to Caesar. Manajata, son of the lion of the tribe of Judah, Manarasta. Exactly why you can't spell mind without I. All praise to I and I created this. So with Jah, the Rasta takes far right.
Rastafari.
And this is the very first time I have seen Hagla connect to
yeah,
poetry.
man, you know the family.
Exactly.
The reggae Rasta family.
Yes, Naya.
Yeah, man. Feeling Irish on the studio now.
Oh, did you all see Hagla warning Adam not to say a word after that?
Oh, we know. We don't want to yo. We know.
Because I think Adam wanted to add something, but the way he was warned, he's decided not to say.
Adam,
a
you
word.
can.
Do you want to say?
Do you want to say something to our brother Jewell King-Speaks?
Account number low battery. Na that's top skanka banka.
Kanka.
So, when I'm medical,
Jewell,
you
have somebody you want to say thank you to before we go?
Okay, so thank you to the. First of all, thank you to God. Secondly, thank you to the entire poetry community and Nana Sase for linking me up. I want to say thank you to Mama Lucy, Jewel, Diamond, Erica, and everyone listening at this point. And thank you to Prince Innocent and the entire I2 boys of Emerimamba Kufurdia Sectec for listening in. I love you all for supporting. Yeah. And Hitz as a whole, Hitz FM as a whole.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Charlie. It's been great having you.
It's great.
I'm glad.
You be dope, man.
Thank you.
You be Rasta man, eh?
Woof. All of them.
You see me, I say? Yeah, man. Why are you jealous of my patois? Why?
This.
Well, we're still here on Daybreak Hitz. We have just a few more minutes till we wrap up, but of course we'll just take a little break. But
this is Hitz.